Christoph.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Saturday Live and from Mount Shasta. We're having activations today. This is the day after the new moon. So it's a very powerful day to set your intentions for what you want in your life for the next month or however long you want to. It's a really important time to be together. So I want to start with a prayer. You can join me by putting your hands on your heart. Just breathing in. We're breathing in love and gratitude into our hearts. We're breathing in the power and presence of divine wisdom, love, gratitude, and peace. We're breathing in our connection to all the people that are coming to be here with us, are already here with us, who've thought about being with us, all that are intending to join within this group. We are bringing our higher selves together so that all that we do today is in the highest good of all concerned. We call on the light from the highest source. We ask the light to empower our higher selves with divine gifts and blessings, to bring wisdom through our crowns, to bring illumination and insight and inspiration into our third eye. We're bringing these illuminated aspects of the divine into our bodies now, so that our bodies are filled with divine light and our entire chakra system is connected and aligned with this light. We're bringing the light into our throat chakras, activating the light there so that it brings more expression of our creativity, expression of our soul's gifts into the world with harmony and compassion. And we're back in our hearts again, and we're expanding the fields around our heart chakras now, expanding the fields behind you, in front of you, on all sides, so that we're in that Taurus regenerating field that allows love to come through us and love to empower us and to love to that we can share with others. We bring this love and this powerful divine light now through our solar plexus. We ask for strength and courage and protection from Archangel Michael. As he surrounds us in golden light, we allow this light now to drop into our sacral chakra, bringing balance into that place, empowerment, freedom, deep connection with unity consciousness. From the base of the spine, we experience well-being, and we allow that energy to drop into the earth star below our feet, bringing a nice connection from our feet and from our crown, above our crown with the higher self, from the soul star chakra. From this place of alignment, I invite the archangels. I invite the beings of light and wisdom that work with each of us. I invite the presence of Mount Shasta, that sacred presence that allows us to be a light field that shines as a beacon into the world. From this place, we allow ourselves to come into full awareness and connection, because we are about to walk through this 1111 gateway into a new dimension of new moon energy. And this is a new moon energy that is needing balance and connection with the divine and alignment within ourselves. So we're taking that power of alignment with us as we walk through this gateway. On each side of the gateway are two archangels. On the left, we have Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Hope. On the right, we have Archangel Michael and Archangel Uriah. We're allowing ourselves to receive their presence as they open the gateway to usher us into the new earth, to a new time of profound awareness, peace, and harmony. When we go through this gateway, we are activating those qualities of consciousness that we most desire to have active in our world right now. So we walk through this gateway now, and we welcome new levels of guidance and receptivity. The divine feminine is working in and through us to bring forth that connection to source energy, so we have it active in our daily world. On the other side of this gateway, we're finding this beautiful garden, this Garden of Eden that nurtures us and nourishes us with the profound connection to the heart of the mother of the earth, this place of Gaia. She's strengthening us. She's empowering us. She's allowing us to hold more light in our energy system. She's allowing us to bring a sense of balance and harmony and connection into our bodies, so that when we are in this eclipse portal, which we're just entering now, for the next 6 weeks, we will be able to come back into this place of harmony, come back into this place of balance, into this place of alignment and connection, so that we can be in the eye of the storm and still feel harmonious and balanced. And this is our prayer for this new time. We ask for tenderness and compassion within ourselves and within all others as we now move into this opening from our sanctuaries. So we know that all that we are holds a new level of balance and connection, and we're taking that into the world with us, so that we can be the beacon of light, so that we can be the ones that are holding that calm agility that allows us to be in the world, but not of the world. We are holding now a new level of connection to our breath, to that sacred place within us that is able to access our highest self, our highest guidance, and at the same time be grounded in the earth nurturing presence, this grounded presence that allows us to receive higher frequencies and maintain ourselves as a beacon of light and a grounded presence for all beings. We breathe that in now. Let your heart open and expand and receive. And let yourself feel that grounded presence like roots spreading wide in the earth. We give thanks that we have this access to this new way of perceiving life whenever we want it and need it. It's right here for us. Put your hands on your heart, when you breathe it in and you see that alignment, and it's here for you. We give thanks, and so it is. Deep breath, everybody. This is a huge and exciting new moon time, because we're moving into 6 weeks of an eclipse portal. And eclipses come to shake up our reality. I have an astrologer friend that says it's our break to realign. And so this is a time for us to find that state of alignment within so we can come back to it. Because when our reality gets shaken up, it is sometimes we feel uncertain and lost at times too. So it's powerful. It's going to be a powerful, fiery energy that is going to be with us, but we can use it. We use it to realign our consciousness. There's this mass awakening happening on the planet. And for many of the people that are attracted to events like this, we've been on the path for a long time. We've been working for decades to be able to stay in resonance while the frequencies around us are activated. So we can be the ones that have this level of peace and harmony. We can be the ones that are able to function with greater agility when things are dismantling. And there's many things on the physical level that are dismantling right now. And so we just want to observe it and not react in a way that is unbalanced. So it's really important for us to find that place of balance and keep coming back to it. And recognize that we're here to hold the light for others who may not feel that they are ready for this level of disruption that's in the outside world. So we're allowing this level of disruption to go on, and we just bless it. But we stay in our hearts. We stay grounded in the earth, and we allow others to find their place of peace too. But we're blessing, we're conferring energy on the people involved in disruption. And we know that when we come back to our place, that we can be in harmony with ourselves. And it's a mastery. This is mastery. This is what ascension looks like. Moment to moment, we keep coming back into alignment. Like the rockets that they sent to the moon, they have to keep steadily bringing them back into the trajectory that was intended. And so we, in our 1111 gateway, we're intending what it is that we'd like to experience. So we have an eclipse on the full moon that's coming up on June 5th. We have an eclipse on the solstice on June 21st. And we have an eclipse on the 4th of July. So we have this huge window of opportunity to take this disruptive energy and use it to go in the direction that we want to experience. And these intentions are important because the universe is waiting. Sometimes I have this idea of a waiting room where all these angels are sitting around in a circle and they're waiting to serve us. They're waiting to assist our process and our ascension. But we're not asking. So they sit back down, And so we want to engage them in our ascension process. We want to be able to use these massive levels of energy that we're experiencing for that process of ascension in our own lives, and bless the earth in their processes as well. All humanity is going through this awakening process. And so when we can stay there in our steadiness, even if it's, just for moments during the day, we can come back to that place. And that's one of the reasons that meditation is so important right now. And walking in nature, feeling the connection to the earth is so important right now. And using our time in ways that support these new levels of energy in the world. So, you know, we watch things on YouTube and we watch things that are uplifting. And as fascinating and interesting as it is, I really suggest that you spend less time thinking about conspiracies, especially during this 6 weeks, because this timing is going to take us where we focus. We're going to have an immersion into that energy. And so, you know, focus for me, it seems like what makes me happy? What allows me to feel more fulfilled? What brings me more peace in my heart? And when we can ask ourselves those questions, we can make choices that actually assist the ascension and the mass awakening of all beings on the planet. We're seeing so much good that's happening. Every day I receive, like yesterday, it was the Monarch Butterflies. They're going to be protected. I have so prayed for that because I used to live in the Bay Area of San Francisco by the ocean there. And it was a place right in the University of California in the Redwoods where the monarchs would come, masses and masses, millions of butterflies would come and just hang on all the trees. And it was such an experience. And since that time, there's been like a 90% drop in the numbers of monarch butterflies in the world. And it's like the honeybees. You know, we really need these pollinators, or the food supply is gone. And so yesterday, they're protecting the monarchs. All these different things, with the air being clearer and the water being pure, these are all gifts of this shutdown. And so we want to focus on all the gifts and the blessings that we have available. And many of us have found that, you know, we are able to meditate deeper, or we have a desire to do things that are of a more spiritual nature. We want things that uplift us to be in our lives. And so these are the things that we're going to carry back through our entry back in the world again. And then we'll be the ones that people will see, that are calm, that are at peace in their hearts. And we'll be the ones that people will invite to share, or they'll come to us and tell. It's like we'll be safe. They'll feel safe around us, and they can tell us what they're experiencing, or ask us why we seem so optimistic when the people around us are not. And this is what we came here to do right now. We came to be the ones that are the way showers. We came to be the ones to demonstrate how it feels and how it looks to be at peace in your heart, to be connected in your mind and with your breath. So take a deep breath now, because we're birthing. We're in a birthing process. That's literally the truth right now, that we're birthing a new reality on the earth. And when all of us come together and stand as awakeners for the new earth, we are as a group, we are powerful. We are a unified group of people who believe that it is an amazing time to be alive, that we're birthing a whole new earth. The age of Aquarius is here and alive, and we're we're the ones that are holding that reality, so that as the dismantling occurs, we stand strong as the beacons of light for the world. And this is a really powerful duty. It's what we came here for. We volunteered for this mission. Some of us may have even pushed ourselves to the front of the line to say, take me, not realizing that, that the earth may not have looked like what we were hoping for when we heard that it was going to be going through the dimensional shifts, and that we were going to join the planet as catalysts for change. It all sounded really romantic and wonderful. And then the truth of that is that the earth wasn't quite ready for that level of catalyst. And yet here it is. Now we're ready. Now I think the earth is going to be able to receive, and because more people are desiring this level of quiet, this level of peace that they've experienced deeply in themselves. It's like a new reality that they experienced in the sheltering and grace part is staying with us. And people are going to be making some different decisions. And so we're here to assist that process. I have a couple of notes here. I don't want to keep repeating myself. So this world that we're in part, we're helping to create, is one that supports life, that brings more equanimity and equality into the economic system, into the foods, into shelters, and there's all areas of life, healthcare, all of it, bringing much more love and respect for nature and for all life on earth. And this is what we're holding as the truth. And every time we see the clock say 11:11, we claim it again. And we bless the earth with that, because we're conferring that energy through our blessing. That's what blessing means. So we're conferring, and blessing is a powerful tool. So whenever you see something that is dismantling, you can bless it with light, because the divine light holds love and it holds infinite intelligence. So God surely knows what to do in these situations. And so we're trusting the process. We're trusting that there is a divine plan, and that we just keep coming back to anchoring that and affirming that that is the truth, and knowing deep within us that all of this will come into balance in a really amazing and miraculous way in divine timing. So we hold for that, knowing that it is the case. It's the truth. So it's really important to stay in this resonance, the resonance with what you align with, the resonance with what you feel in harmony with. Resonance that can be called like your own lane. Stay in your lane, and don't get sidetracked. Don't get drawn away by pretty shiny things. Stay with what really resonates with you as truth, and that's what's important. And that resonates with a surprising number of other people too. There are millions of people working in light right now. And love is winning. Love wins. It's already won. It's just, the pieces just need to get assembled a little bit, and then it'll be obvious. But when you're in nature, it already is obvious. There's a community of souls that you can be with that is obvious. That when you're with people of like mind and heart, you hold the field for each other, and it gets stronger. So we really need our communities right now. So call them in. Invite your soul community to be a part of your life, and that will make a huge difference. It'll make a huge difference in the world. And there's so I've heard that, you know, that we're in the finish line. We're at this last piece of this race that we've been on. This, like, it's like a marathon. We've been in this marathon for a good portion of our lives, for this, especially this last 40 years or so. You know, so more and more light coming to the planet. 2012 changed everything. It changed the game, and the dimensional shifts that are occurring are actually a part of this dismantling. Divine light gets right in there and disrupts what it looks like. So we're just bringing new light in, new love in, new resonance with what works for the planet and what excels in the world. Yeah. So I think there's squirrels on my roof tapping. So I just, so, or it could be God. Hello, God. Thank you for acknowledging your presence here too. So here's a few things that I thought of this morning that seem to be really important for this eclipse portal. So create a grounding system so that you have these roots, and you can, it's like a taproot that you can send any fear, any discordant emotions, send it down. And the earth doesn't think of it as negative energy or positive energy. The earth just sees it as juice, energy, and absorbs it. So it's really a wonderful thing to do. It's very neutral. The earth is very neutral. And so that's why it's our job to find that intention within us that will bring more high frequency fields into the earth. And we're working with these quantum fields every moment. So every thought that you're thinking, every emotion that you're experiencing, these are affecting your field. And, you know, it's not instantaneous quite yet, but it's heading in that direction. So this is our time to practice. We've been practicing for years now. And now here's the time we practiced for, to bring our mastery, to bring our peace, to bring our light into the world. And that's why we're grounding it. And use your breath. Let's take a deep breath right now. So imagine it just breathing in for 2 counts and breathing out for 2 counts. And you're breathing in for 2 counts and you're breathing out for 2 counts. And you know, you can do that in the line at the post office. You can do that when you're driving. You can do that when you're with your family. It's a really amazing force for good on the planet. Your breath is your connection to the divine. And so you're bringing that presence into whatever experience, whatever world you're observing. And when you observe this world, your breath will help you take it with more equanimity, because your level of neutrality and equanimity is going to make a huge difference. So when you observe something that is disturbing, take a couple of deep breaths so that you can bring your love, your presence, your light into the situation. And the more you do that, the easier it gets. It becomes more automatic. And we've talked before about about a power field. I use sacred geometry of the octahedron, and we talked about that last week, about how, you know, when you make the symbol of an octahedron around your field, this is an octahedron that has, it's like a pyramid above your heart and a pyramid below your heart. It connects you to heaven and earth. It aligns your entire chakra system within your body. And it's an amazing gift and a powerful field to hold you in these higher frequencies and keep you aligned a lot easier. So when we're in this eclipse season, the octahedron is going to be a powerful tool. Your breath is going to be really important, and your grounded presence is going to be needed so much. And so this alignment between of all your chakras, connecting to the earth star, connecting to the soul star, just as we did at the very beginning, this is a bridging heaven and earth exercise that Archangel Gabriel gave me. It was the first thing that he ever gave me, to come into alignment and connect with my higher self so that I would be able to be a clear channel for the archangels. And this was such a huge gift because it's enabled me to live my life in greater equanimity, which is really fortunate, because anybody who knew me 30 years ago knew that I was an emotional wacko, was the way I describe myself. So, you know, these are really important tools to bring you into a state of consciousness where you can thrive. So meditate more often, even if it's only 5 or 10 minutes, you know, intersperse that throughout your day with your breath. It will just change your personality so beautifully. So those are just some really powerful tools for this time and for this eclipse portal. And remember that your intentions, and I'll say this again, where you focus your attention is where the energy goes. Where your attention goes, the energy flows. And so you want to make sure that your attention is on what you would like to experience, and your blessings for others to experience equanimity and peace as well. Does anybody have any questions?
So here's an interesting question from Tracy. She wants to know, is the octahedron like the Merkaba vehicle?
Yes. For me, this is just my impression and the experience that I've had in my body, is the Merkaba, this is the vehicle for our ascension, is something that is very wide and large, and it's like our whole energy system is wider than that. Now, some are saying, because there's so much information now about the diamond consciousness, some have said that the octahedron, because it is a diamond, has become our vehicle, has become our Merkaba field. I can't say for sure. I only know that the octahedron, when I put it around my energy system, it feels protective. It helps me hold my center. It helps me stay in connection and grounded presence. And, you know, it feels like a vehicle to me. And so I guess we'll be finding out, because, you know, we're in process. This is an ascension process. You know, it's not, I don't know that we, you know, if we'll be done, you know, but we're taking our bodies into this process, and our bodies need to be protected. And our bodies need to have a sense of wholeness, so that when we stand together as whole beings, which is what we're doing in situations just like this. And it's happening more and more frequently. We are a force that changes the world in a really, really beautiful way. So, did that answer your question? Yeah, thanks.
Yes, she says thank you.
Okay. Anything else there that I need to know about?
There's no other questions. Lots of lovely comments.
Oh, okay.
Really appreciative.
Thank you, everybody. Yeah, that's good. So it's kind of this, we're in a time that is so, wait, I'm taking one more look at my note here, because I leaped into, yeah, I did. It was good. It was okay. We've covered most of the things that I really wanted to make sure that we said today. So when we're in uncertain times, and I just really want you to know that I don't think we've ever lived in certain times. I think that there was times when we thought we were living in certainty, and that that the world was going to kind of unfold the way that we sort of planned. But since 2012, all bets are off on that. And it actually started with the harmonic convergence. Are you guys familiar with harmonic convergence? So just in case there's some of you that aren't old enough to remember or didn't hear about it, in 1987, August 16th and 17th, 1987, there was a completion of a 26,000 year cycle and a completion of a 13,000 year cycle that completed to bring in this golden age of peace, the age of Aquarius, where we are right now. And so this is from that time, massive downloads of light, divine light, started pouring onto the earth. And like I said, divine light carries love, unconditional love, and infinite intelligence. So anything that didn't match the light that was coming in was disrupted. And we're seeing that disruption all over the world now. And we've been immersed in it. And it's especially recently when the world stopped. It's never happened before. And so it's like, for me, that was like a divine plan that God said, okay, don't go that direction anymore. There's a new time, and see what you do with that. So it really, truly is headed in this direction of this age of peace and golden light and love and harmony on the planet as the age of Aquarius. And its timing depends on us. And so the more harmony that we have, the more peace that we hold, the more that we ground light within us, the faster it all goes. And then in 2012, this whole new timeline started. And we moved into the upper dimensions. We are literally in the fifth dimension. The third dimension, according to many teachers, is gone. And that we can hold on to the third dimension with its stifling containment and contraction by remembering and holding on to our old patterns. And so if we let go of our patterns, because they're not really us anymore, we are all new. We are newly born into a completely different world than we have known before. And so the prophecies from 1987 came into the 2012 timeline, where all things started to accelerate even greater. that words like beauty, like harmony, beauty, like well-being, all of those words got more activated and have much more resonance for us in this new time. So we are in this, we're at the, right at the beginning of a dimensional shift that we activated before we even came onto this world. So this is a huge blessing. So know that that's what we've done. We have created this new world, and we're able to enjoy it more when we can be in our hearts and stay connected to the earth in the process. So uncertain times, we need love. We need to be really receptive because the divine feminine is very active now. We need to offer kindness to ourselves and all others. And the Dalai Lama talks about that as loving kindness is his religion, he says. So this is our task to live in the world. We need to offer kindness to ourselves, and the compassion that we would give to a little kitten, we need to give that to ourselves, and give kindness to everyone else as well. And be a channel of this love for the earth by allowing ourselves to receive love and divine light and share it like a beacon, like a lighthouse in the world. And have patience to remember that this is a moment-to-moment process. Divine timing wins. And so there's a Gabriel message card that says, without patience, you'll never understand the meaning of divine timing. And so that's a little angelic humor. But the ancient spiritual texts from India also talk about that. So we are bringing the ancient ones knew about this, the indigenous peoples, the ancient religions, the Hinduism and Buddhism, and to many others that are have been around for thousands of years, knew about this time, and we are fulfilling that prophecy now. With the age of Aquarius is the golden age where people can live in harmony and the earth can thrive again. And so one of the ancient texts, the Bhagavad Gita, says, can you remain unmoving until divine right action unfolds naturally? So this is our job right now. I mean, it's so exciting. We want to just go out and shout it to the hills, but it's really better if we can stay in alignment with ourselves, to stay at peace in our hearts, and allow the energy that we need to create and to express our creativity and to express our love. Those things are coming naturally to the surface, and they'll come naturally to the surface when the time is right for us to express them. And so trust in this process, and trust in yourself as a being of light, as a radiant being of divine love, active in the world. And that's who you are. And let your light shine. You don't have to say a word, but when you shine your love light into the world, you are a force for good on the planet. And that's what we are. That's what we want to be. So let's just practice that for a minute. Come back into your hearts. Breathe. So we're here in our hearts. We're expanding the field around our hearts. We're inviting divine love to fill our heart's field and expand around us in that regenerating field of the Taurus. And we're coming right into the center of that field. And then the center of that field is a sacred temple of light. It is your heart's resonance. It holds the frequencies of divine love. It holds the frequencies of divinity. It's the divine spark within you. So let that divine spark light up your heart. This is your sacred temple of light, a place for you to come back to when the world seems too chaotic for your tender heart. Let that tenderness bring more compassion for yourself and all that you're experiencing. Let your heart's light shine and radiate compassion out to the world. Breathe into your heart. Breathe into this deep resonance of unconditional love for yourself and all others. And we take that blessing out into the world. We're blessing the waters of the world, that they run pure, that pure water be available for all beings. We're taking that blessing of unconditional love and light out into the world to bless the forests, that they be renewed and respected and allowed to thrive, so they can bring more oxygen to the earth, so they can purify the air, so they can ground discordant energies. We're taking that light, compassion to all peoples, that they receive all that they need in order to live in harmony with the planet. We're taking this blessing to all the world's leaders, that they might serve the people, that they might remember that they're here to bring equanimity and offer and give the people what they need in order to have more equality in our economic system, so that people have all the food that they need, all the medicine that they need, all the shelter that they need, so that they may thrive, so the earth may thrive when all can live in harmony. And expand that light beyond the earth and see the earth surrounded in brilliant and beautiful healing light. It doesn't matter what color. Right now I'm seeing green, beautiful forest green light surround the planet. That is the field of Archangel Raphael. It's a healing field. It brings legions of healing angels into the world. We invite them in and let them go where they're needed. We let that light expand so the earth can be that beacon of light in the universe. It shines and radiates more love, into the multiverse. May all live in harmony. May all live in equanimity and balance. May all live in divine love. And may all be blessed. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Deep breath. Thank you, everybody. Keep coming back into your heart, because your heart is where the light is. It's where your sacred vessel is that can shine this light into your body, into your whole being, into your mind, and out into the world, so that you can be the beacon of light that you were meant to be. Thank you, thank you. Namaste. Okay. I don't want to end. Love you. Thank you. Namaste. Bye-bye.